What's good, YouTube? It's Philosojoey. Today I'm going to be playing for you a Mini Cooper parkour. I totally fucked up on the last parkour I played with one of these stupid compact cars. I called that one a Mini Cooper, but apparently I was wrong. This is a Mini Cooper, though. I'm positive of it. But yeah, I just played this, just tested it out and stuff because I had to clear out a whole bunch of like stunt races and all that stuff on my like bookmark jobs because like I had way too many that like I had already played and like made into videos, and then like the remaining ones were just like too difficult to complete. So I had to like clear out a bunch of stuff. So I ended up doing that, and I found this one. So yeah, this it's pretty legit. But I did test this to make sure that it was possible because, as I said, I had a lot of bookmarked parkours that were just like, I mean, I'm not gonna say that they were impossible and stuff. They were just too hard for me. Like, try to be as realistic as I can about it. I can't even fucking drive up onto this thing. But yeah, this thing is pretty chill though. It's a very like, it's very rare that you find like any sort of parkour on Social Club that, or really in general, on GTA that is like put together very well to where like all the props are kind of like smoothly, you know, smoothly transitioned and all that stuff. Like the person that did this, he did a great job with it. I'm like stuck in this thing, but there are a couple parts I think are a little clunky, but overall it's a pretty solid parkour. Please don't fall. I will say though that this car is really fucking strange because I don't know you guys are about to realize how fucking stupid I am. I actually don't know, like, I mean, I understand the concept of, like, front-wheel drive and rear-wheel drive, but I'm not sure which one it is that this car is, but this car is just, like, super fucking weird. Because normally when I'll give you guys a little quick example. Normally when you hold down L2 and R2 and you spin to the side, the back wheels cause it to spin. Which, if I'm understanding it correctly, that would be, you know, a rear-wheel drive car. So this car is a front-wheel drive, based on what I understand of it. Hopefully I'm not butchering that. If it is, I don't know shit about cars, you guys just forgive me. But because of that, like, some of the parts where, like, you get, like, put in a corner or whatever, like, or you have to take, like, a sharp turn, it, like, for example, right here, it's very difficult to do because the vehicle just does not want to work with you. That was just bad. That wasn't the car's fault. That was just me taking the turn really incorrectly. But yeah, there are a few parts on here that what the hell, man? There are a few parts on here that if the car was a rear-wheel drive car, it would be a lot better, a lot better to use for these sorts of things. But it is what it is. Good lord. I admittedly struggled with this part. There's like 2 or 3 parts that I struggled with pretty badly. This is easily one of them, just because, I mean, the Mini Cooper is a really small car, but it's really fucking wide for what it is. And that little, what is a speedophile? Is that what the advertisement for that shit is? A speedophile. It's very thin, or not very thin, but very narrow. It's very hard to get the fucking Mini Cooper on there and like drive it across that thing. But hell yeah, we gotta cross it. The ending, like, I only bring it up because the ending is right. Okay. Nice explosive in the middle of the fucking road. What a great touch. What a great touch. But the ending, you have to like come back this way or whatever, and it's actually pretty cool, like what you get to do. I used to skateboard, so you guys will understand why I bring that up. Like, alright. This part right here is kind of crazy though. You gotta like shoot straight up and like not die. So, hell yeah, we did it. Did it perfectly. That was just so perfect. It was so perfect. Alright, I think I'm about to get to, okay. I think I'm about to drive off the side like a fucking moron. Might as well just, you know, put my hand behind my back because that was about as much purpose as it served right there. Alright. Let's see if I can do this. This part, if I remember correctly, yeah, this is a part that's kind of a bitch. The tubes are not a problem. Like, jumping from one tube to the other is not too bad. The problem is that there's a, like, kind of like a mini wall ride that you have to do, and this car is just not very good at that. It's not very good at all. And now I need to turn the car around, and I can't because it won't do that fucking thing where you can just kind of like back it up. But yeah, you have to do like this weird mini wall ride across this thing, and then as you do it, you have to like drop down. It's kind of a bitch, as you can see. It's really hard to change the direction of the car. Like right there, like I was trying to turn right, and it wouldn't do it. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. Alright. Look at that shit. I'm in first place. Oh, I'm in second place. I don't really care about the first place, second place thing, but it kind of you know makes me feel better about myself. It's like, hey, you don't completely suck because you're in first place for a second. All right. I think these guys are struggling with this just as much as I am, though. If I'm being honest. This wall ride part right here is so fucking awkward. Like, it's really, really awkward. I'm not even gonna lie. Hey, we got it. It's just really, really hard to like get across that and then like get your vehicle positioned and like come to a stop before you like fly off the side. I'm not a big fan of these containers either. I don't know why people put them in these fucking like Mini Cooper and Panto parkours, but it is what it is. I didn't design it, so. Hey, I'm in first place. Hell yes. That means those guys are still struggling with the wall ride. Much sympathy for those guys because I know that part is hard. All right, so now we're getting to the fun, bumpy terrain thing that basically makes it impossible to get across if you don't just get really lucky. Love these parts. Seems like every time somebody creates a car park where they always include these. I have no idea why, but the whole upside down car thing is kind of annoying because it's like really hard to drive across if you don't have something like a trophy truck or something that has a lot of shocks, or if you're on like a motorcycle. Motorcycles are pretty good for these things too. But these cars, these fat fucking Mini Coopers, are not exactly the best thing to drive across this. Alright. Oh my god. You guys probably think I'm like fucking a dummy because the car just like keeps rolling off the side. I promise it's not me though. I am trying my damnedest to get the car positioned, and it just like it does what it wants to do. Once it hits like a certain point where it's like uneven on the ground, it'll do what it wants to because the game's trying to like correct, you know, where the car is and everything. So, but the great thing is even though I got past all that, I still have hard shit to do before I get to the checkpoint. This next part up here is actually the hardest part on the whole thing, in my opinion, because as I was talking about with the whole, you know, holding down L2 and R2 and like doing the little burnout thing to try to get the car to like reposition itself, there's a part up here where that you absolutely need to be able to do that, but you can't because this car can't do it. So it's like you just gotta get lucky enough to like to not drive off the side right there like I almost did. But like right here, this would be perfect if I could just reposition the car, but look at this shit. I'm gonna get through this first try. Just because I said that, I'm probably about to fuck up. I don't know why I always do that. Hell yeah. I was about to say, here we go. And I was like, hell yeah. So it was like, hell we go. Alright. And then, I forgot about this part. This is actually probably the hardest part. Because you have to like jump across these tubes without like driving off the side, which I did. Not the best design for this part either. But overall, I mean, I'm not hating on this parkour at all. This thing is it's still very cool. It's very, very enjoyable. It's very smooth, and you don't have to be very good at this stuff to be able to beat this. I mean, it might take you longer than like 10 minutes or something, but overall, I mean, it's fun. This may take me like another couple minutes to pass, because whenever I was playing it through the first time, this is actually what took me the longest. Alright. It's weird, I don't know how I forgot that this is the part that took me the longest, but it is what it is. Alright. Hey, whoa, dude, whoa, dude, whoa. Hold up. And he's just still gonna fucking fall. Oh my gosh. That right there is another example of if this car was not fucking stupid and actually could use the reverse correctly, then I would have been able to get out of that, but this car can't do that because it's a fucking dummy. I would never buy one of these cars in real life. Jesus, man. This part is so annoying. I'm like so hyped on this parkour, and then like I guess this part, and I'm just like, oh yeah, fuck this thing. No, this is not as annoying as I played a stream last night, because I'm currently filming this in the morning. Played a stream last night, and there was a Wagner parkour that I had played, and it was almost as annoying as this part right here, or vice versa. This was almost as annoying as the Wagner part. But all right, yeah, the guys that are playing this, I'm sure they might rage quit when they get to this part, because this thing is so annoying. Because it's like you can't go too slow because you'll fall off. You can't like go, oh, gotta cross it. Hell yeah, we gotta cross it. We're good. We're golden. We're fucking gravy. Let's get this. But you can't go too slow right there because gravity will pull the car down because you're on a round object. Shit, I forgot there was like a tightrope right here. You can't go too slow because of gravity, and you can't go too fast because of gravity. So it's like you gotta be all fucking Goldilocks on that shit and like go exactly the right amount. All right. Hells yeah. Checkpoint, bitch. Check, please. All right. This part is not too bad. Just drove off the side though because every time I'm like, oh, this part's not so bad, I always fuck it up. So I'm just gonna start saying, man, this part's fucking awful. I hate this fucking part. Time to get across it. Nope. Time to fall on the fucking roof of the car. That makes sense. Alright. I don't know why you would put a spawn point on a hill. Especially when you need the part that you're trying to get across requires that you have a decent amount of speed to actually, like, get across a jump like that. But hey, I'm not the one that designed this shit, so, what do I know? Alright. Oh, okay. This part is surprisingly annoying. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Like, it seems like it's one of those just regular stunt props or whatever, like regular stunt race type shit you'd see. But it's actually very annoying because when you come off of, like, that little, like, half pipe type thing, you have to, like, go to the left, like, as far as you can. Otherwise, this car goes all fucking Tokyo drift and, like, just drifts off the fucking side. So, it is what it is. Elevator. Alright, well, gotta wait for the elevator. Basically, my whole entire trip in Vegas, I was waiting on elevators constantly because that city is just, like, full of people, so you're always waiting on a fucking elevator there. So I'm okay with it for this Mini Cooper parkour. Waited on enough elevators while I was in Vegas. Gladly do it again. That city was awesome. But right here is the cool part I was talking about. It's like almost like skateboarding type shit where you just drop in the half pipe. Of course, I fucked that up. If I was doing that on a skateboard, I would have probably just fucking slammed into the transition of the fucking half pipe. But alright, we just have this finish line to go, and that's it. We're gonna get this nice one place. Hopefully these guys are able to complete the parkour. I don't know if they'll be able to because of that one part. It's very difficult. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to like, comment, subscribe. I will leave the link in the description for this one because I think this is something you guys might actually enjoy. It's a pretty fun one. It's not too difficult, as I said. But thanks again for watching.